Hello, everyone. My name is Crystal Holmes. I'm a Plan Sponsor Relations Manager with Wespath, and today I'll provide a brief overview of some of the exciting enhancements that have been incorporated into the Wespath Institutional Investor Portal.
We'll start out with a brief outline of things that we'll cover that have been updated in the enhanced institutional investor portal. One, there's a new look and feel. Two, the system now allows future dated and recurring transactions for deposits, withdrawals, account rebalances, and transfers between accounts. Transactions can now be entered using up to one decimal place. Our net of fee performance has been updated to reflect up to 4 decimal places. The income earned net for the reporting period now includes fees and expenses that were paid or accrued during the selected period. So let's dive in and look at deposits, and we'll do a future dated deposit. You would select the account to deposit the funds into and enter the amount, which hasn't changed. You'd select the financial institution that Wespath will debit. And here we now have a frequency step in the wizard. You can choose one time, a monthly recurring, every 3 months, every 6 months, or once a year. For this one, we'll do a future dated one-time transaction. Click continue. You can deposit according to the target allocation on file or a one-time allocation where you'd pick that one-time allocation. You can deposit to the short-term investment fund, or you can deposit now using the dollar amounts. For this, let's use the new feature to deposit by dollar amount. The next step is to verify, and you see the frequency option is blank because this is a one-time transaction. You would authorize this deposit and submit. And as with all of the ACH deposits done in Portal, the funds are credited within 2 to 3 business days.
Next, we'll initiate a withdrawal. You would select the account, choose the method, choose the account that the withdrawal will be deposited into, and continue. And now you'll see this select frequency step. We'll choose every 3 months with the start month of September. And you'll notice in the select date, the frequency for recurring transaction options would be from the 1st through the 27th, or you can select the last business day. So we'll select the last business day with a duration of no end date. And in the upcoming processing date section, you'll see the first 3 transactions that are scheduled to process. And then we'll click continue. A new feature that has been added is the ability to process a transaction prorated across all funds. And the funds here will be withdrawn from the account based on the closing value in each fund on that processing date. And then we click continue. And verify. Agree to initiate the withdrawal. And submit. As always, another authorized representative from your institution will need to log in and approve the transaction.
What you will notice in the pending actions is that there are two sections. There will be the scheduled transactions and recurring transactions series. So the recurring transaction series will show anything that has been set up to happen over and over again. And then in your scheduled transactions, you would see one time transactions, or you'll see one of a series that has been set up if the expected processing date is 5 business days out. So in this case, this transaction, the first one, won't show up until 5 business days prior to the 19th. The rebalance account, you can now select a frequency is on this option as well. We'll choose every 3 months. If you start that in September, it would follow the 3 months following September. So it would follow the regular calendar schedule. And we're going to say the last day, no end date. And we're going to rebalance to the target allocation on file. And we're going to request that the system rebalance if the account is out of tolerance by 3%. And then we're going to continue, agree, and submit. We'll look at the transfer between accounts. We'll select every 6 months for this one, starting December last day. Review the upcoming processing dates. And then I'll also demonstrate on this transaction that you can request a transaction by percent out to 1 decimal place. And we're going to transfer to the deposit account in this example. Continue and agree. Now, one of the pain points that we heard from our clients is that if they wanted to do more than one transaction, meaning a withdrawal, rebalance, or transfer between accounts, or transfer between investment funds, that they would only be able to process one per day prior to 3 p.m. Now, multiple transactions can be processed on the same account and fund on the same business day. There are rules in our processing system that won't allow the account to be overdrawn. So I'll demonstrate 2 transactions in the same account on the same processing date. Verify and agree and submit. And like with all of our withdrawal transactions, another authorized user from the institution must go in and authorize the transaction. So let's go look at the pending action section. And you'll see in the deposit account, we have the withdrawal and deposit. In the retiree benefit account, we have the rebalance and transfer. And I will add another withdrawal on this account for the same business day of 9:30. Okay, we'll go back to pending actions and review the recurring transaction series. You'll see here the transaction to rebalance in the O3 account on 9/30, and then you'll also see the withdrawal awaiting authorization for 9/30. So multiple transactions can be processed on the same business day. I will also show you our new and enhanced net rate of return that now includes up to 4 decimal places. And then we'll take a look at the transaction history. Loading. So it defaults to the beginning of the year through the last time we priced our funds. And if you scroll down, you'll see the income earned net for the period and the new line item that shows the fees and expenses for that period. The transfer between investment funds does not include recurring transactions, and neither does the change target allocations. On this wizard, the change target allocation, I'll just show you if we were to select a new allocation that we can do that up to 1 decimal place out. And now you can see that the target allocation for this account has been updated to reflect 1 decimal place out. And again, just so that you are familiar with the new setup, you'll see scheduled transactions and recurring transactions. Recurring transactions, in essence, will reflect the template of what was set up as a recurring series of transactions. And then 5 business days prior to each individual transaction linked to the series, that transaction will be reflected in the scheduled transactions. Users can also edit transactions or delete. The delete feature has been there, but now you can edit the amount or change the expected processing date. Those are the enhancements that we've made in the new institutional investor portal. And if you should have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or another member of the institutional investment services team. We'll be glad to give you a personalized demonstration of the new capabilities or answer any questions that you may have. Thank you for your time, and we hope that you will find a benefit in the new features that we've added.